All right, hey guys, Troy and Dale here from Hard Rock Rewind. This is the follow-up video to our previous video, which was the reaction to Storytime from Nightwish's epic performance at the 2013 Wacken Music Festival. That was track number 6, Dale. So this video is all about the thoughts and the review of the track. Do that. So just a little bit of a preface on that track. So that was off the Imaginarium album, which came out in 2011. I think that was the lead single off that album. So that was Annette singing that one. But man, that track just, it's such a straightforward groove, killer riff at the start. And Floor compared to Annette singing, I know you haven't heard Annette's version, but hers is great, but you can tell in the chorus that Annette was like really pushing to like really get those melodies where once again, Floor just, like seamlessly, just amazing. What do you think of that track, man? Because I don't think you'd heard that one before.
No, hadn't heard that. Have heard no versions. So Annette versus Floor have no basis for comparison. As far as I'm concerned, based on that, Floor's version is the best version because I haven't heard the other one.
Yeah.
Dude, I the first thing that kind of struck me, song aside, was actually leading into the song, but it kind of got this Exorcist style kind of keyboard riff at the start, which is kind of cool. But the visuals in the background with kind of like the like the circus rides and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That kind of struck me. I actually don't know, that coupled with the keyboard part and that kind of that real haunting exorcisty minory feel that it has to it, and that diminished stuff sounds really, really cool. So I was vibing off that to begin with. And again, just that groove, just lock in with the drummer and that groove, and that guitar riff is just and the bass line underneath, so that the guitar and the bass are kind of doing separate things, but it's man, like the bass line just kind of drives it with the drums, and the guitar's just there holding it down. And it's just a sick groove and a sick riff. And for my money, again, I'm a bit of a I'd like to say I'm a bit of a hog for guitar. Like, I wish there was more guitar. I wish there was some kind of a solo through somewhere
absolutely
in one section of that song, because like that intro riff and that groove really lent itself to there being some kind of an epic solo in there somewhere. Impul's more than capable of delivering on that. And but again, man, he plays for the song, and you can't fault the dude for that. But for me, I was waiting, like, where's the solo going to kick in? There's going to be something, and it just kind of didn't do that. Which again, the song is the song, and it wasn't written that way. But like I said in other videos, man, I would be just putting solos everywhere. I'd be just just ripping stuff all over the place.
I definitely think the chorus progression, when it goes into the chorus, would have been a great progression to have a solo underneath. It's kind of wide open.
For sure.
Yeah, you could. Even hearing it, like I was just in my ear, just like hearing like what you could potentially be playing underneath that sort of progression. What was I going to say? The interesting thing I think I read on one of our comments with one of the other tracks that we've done from this concert is that because obviously on their albums they have they've got massive choirs, big orchestral sort of parts. I mean, their albums have been, I think, since maybe Nemo, or prior the one before Century Child, which is 02. I think since then, like, they've been recording with like, the London Symphony Orchestra, or like legit orchestras that do all their parts. But someone wrote on the comments that when they've mixed it for their live concerts, they actually have sort of, I think someone wrote that like Marco and Thomas are the ones that kind of like figure out what they should have more or less of. And they decided, well, this person said you've seen a doco or something, and they've decided to pull back a bit more or less in the mix of the orchestral stuff. But if you listen to this on the album version, you hear it here, but not as much. But there's so many amazing orchestra sort of like stabs, when it's like ba 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 na ma ba ba na ma, and then you hear this like the orchestra like bum 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 bum, like it's insane. Like it's and you can just envision like a 50-piece London Symphony Orchestra just like hitting these like stabs, and it's amazing. It's just like wild. But that's probably one of my favorite songs of theirs, actually, just that groove. And yeah, you're right, man. Emperor, like he's rhythm guitarist, like his right hand, like that's all down. It's like a Hetfield, it's all down picking. Tight as, like, fully tight. It's, yeah, once again, obviously every video were, like, amazing, but it's,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
it was good to watch again, man. We haven't done one of these, I think, in 2 weeks. I know we've got a lot to get through, but it was
It's been
cool
a
to watch
while.
this. Yeah, it was great to watch another one, and it just makes me, man, the more I watch it, I'm like, man, it would have been sick to be at this concert to watch this go down. Like, it's just phenomenal.
Yeah, again, like the crowd seem pumped. They seem jacked to be there. They all know the words. They're throwing up the signs.
Mm,
They're heavily invested in it. You talk about the orchestral parts and how you like you imagine like this 50-piece orchestra. I literally imagine one
yeah.
dude hitting the orchestra hit patch. He's just going dun, 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 like on the keyboard.
Yeah.
That like takes me back to 1998 when I'm sitting in like kind of keyboard lab and I've got like one little kind of like a 2-octave keyboard, and I'm hitting the
Yeah,
orchestra hit every 2 seconds just because it sounds cool,
yeah,
like
yeah,
Terminator or something. And
yeah, absolutely.
yeah, yeah. Look, I guess you have to do what feels right for the live mix, and perhaps having a 50-piece orchestra tracks prominent in the mix is maybe not doing the live performance justice because they're putting as much of the live element into the performance as possible, and just to
Yeah,
have something like
yeah,
that there prominent may not really
mm,
fit in with what they're doing. So, like, I think probably a good call to have that pulled back a little bit.
yeah.
But definitely, you saying that makes me want to now listen to the recording so I can hear it the way it was meant to be heard,
Oh,
I
it's a
guess.
sick track. Yeah,
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 so I'm kind of keen to do that, and then yeah, man, it just I was waiting for it. I'm like, man, her vocal performance throughout the whole song is killing it. Floor is like absolutely
mm,
killing it. But then, yeah, there's always some kind of crescendo point in the song, and it happened like
yeah,
right at the end. She's just built
yeah,
up, and I'm like, yeah, there she goes, and then it was just boom, fire, and the song's
yeah,
done. I'm like, what a
yeah.
way to finish a tune, killer.
I've got to honestly say, watching Floor in this performance of the concert so far that we've been watching, man, I've seen videos of Taya and also Annette. As far as like just oozing stage presence and just like the way that like, man, Taya was great. Like, she was really good. She she was, a great front woman. Annette was, I would say, probably the least best out of them all. She kind of would, she'd get around, but she would stand behind the mic, and it felt like she wasn't big enough to lead the band. As much as I like her voice and the albums she's done, when you look at her visually with the band, it looks like a band, but she doesn't really like visually look like she's fronting it. Where Floor, dude, the way that she just moves, she's like, she just oozes like, presence, man. Like, you're just
Yeah,
visually watching her. She just control, like, the band's there, but man, she's the front woman. You know what I mean? Like,
she
she
got the
just,
windmills. She's like,
dude, she
they're
just
doing the shit.
owns it, man. Owns it. I don't think there's honestly I mean, off the top of my head, no other rock chick is coming to mind that just has that presence and that voice in rock
Mm,
metal. Like, I mean,
yeah,
correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but sitting here off the top of my head, no one comes to
they
mind.
will. You
Yeah,
will be corrected.
I probably will be. Yeah,
What do you mean, chick?
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry, female singer. My bad.
yeah, yeah. Singer,
Yeah,
vocalist.
don't cancel us.
Yes. No,
Um,
no, no.
yeah, but no, amazing performance as usual,
Yeah.
guys. But yeah, guys, what did you think? Is that one of your favorite songs? Let us know in the comments. We're at track number 6. We've got a few more to go. Let us know how
We're
we're
getting
going
there.
in, guys. Yeah, we are getting there. Once again, guys, if you enjoy what we're doing, please consider subscribing if this is one of the first videos you watched of us. And also, guys, as mentioned, we're trying to get to 10K. We're about 7.5K at the moment. We'd really love to get to 10K by the end of the year. And we really appreciate everyone so far who's jumped on board, like, absolutely to the bottom of our heart. So,
Tell your friends. Tell your friends.
yeah, tell your friends. We've
Tell
got
your
jump on board
parents.
because anyone. Jump on board because next year, I'm not going to say anything yet, but Dale and I have got some real big plans for this channel next year. So you want to be
Yeah.
jumping on board and knowing all about that for next year. So with that being said, guys, we will catch you on the next video. Catch you soon.
See you guys.
Yeah.
I'll stop this, and then